Hello, good evening, boys and girls. Good evening. Welcome back to the reading again with Auntie Audrey of the Bible Stories, Volume 2. We are on, and I'll be reading Story 5 today. And Story 5 says, The twins make peace. The twins make peace. This is sounding promising. Remember, Jacob and Esau were not talking, and Esau wanted to kill Jacob, but it looks like they're going to make peace after all. Anyway, without wasting your time, let's find out what has happened. The twins make peace. It's found in Genesis 32 and 33. Genesis chapter 32 and chapter 33, you can follow in your children's Bible. Good evening, dear Jesus. This day is for you. I ask you to bless all I think, say, and do. Amen. The twins make peace. Now that Jacob had made peace with God, he wanted to make peace with his brother. He had told God he was sorry for his sins, and now he was ready to tell Esau the same thing. There was no pride in his heart anymore, or any desire to cheat or deceive. He was now a prince of God and wanted to do right. The day before, he had sent a present to Esau as a token of his love. He had sent 200 female goats and 20 male goats, 200 ewes and 20 rams, 30 female camels with their young, 40 cows and 10 bulls, and 20 female donkeys and 10 male donkeys. It would be an expensive gift today, and it surely was then. Jacob had sent the animals group by group, telling the servants in charge of each to say when they met Esau, "They belong to your servant Jacob. They are a gift sent to my lord Esau, and he is coming behind us." Jacob's idea was to impress Esau with the greatness of his gift as he met one group after another. "I will pacify him with his gifts I'm sending on ahead," he said. "Later when I see him, perhaps he will receive me." Just in case the present, big as it was, might not be enough to soften Esau's heart, Jacob arranged for the women and children to follow next. In front, he put Leah's and Rachel's maids with their children, then Leah with her 6 little boys, and Dinah, her daughter. Dear Rachel with her precious Joseph came last. As the caravan moved slowly onward in its new order, someone up ahead raised the cry, "Esau is coming." The word was passed back from one to another, leaving everybody very afraid. Everybody, that is, except Jacob. He wasn't afraid anymore. Brave in this new strength he had received from God, Jacob walked boldly forward, past his wives and children. He bowed down to the ground 7 times as he came nearer and nearer to his brother. He couldn't think of anything more to show that he was truly sorry for what he had done, and that he wanted to be friends again. Esau's heart melted at the sight of his brother kneeling before him. Esau ran to meet Jacob and embraced him. He threw his arms around his neck and kissed him, and they wept. What a lovely meeting! How happy it must have made all the women and children, and all Esau's men too. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of those people were wiping their eyes as the long-separated twins met and made peace. Esau asked about all the women and children in Jacob's party, and one by one they came up and were introduced. Then he asked, "What do you mean by all these droves I met?" "To find a favor in your eyes, my lord," said Jacob, smiling through his tears. "I already have plenty, my brother," said Esau, thanking him. "Keep what you have for yourself." Jacob pressed him to accept the present, and Esau finally agreed to do so. Esau then showed his care and warmth by offering to go ahead of Jacob's caravan with his 400 men as a bodyguard for the rest of the journey. Jacob thanked him but said Esau didn't need to. Anyway, the bodyguard might want to travel too quickly. My Lord knows that children are tender, he said, and that I must care for the ewes and cows that are nursing their young. If they are driven hard just one day, all the animals will die. I move along slowly at the pace of the droves before me and that of the children. Esau saw the wisdom of this, but he was so eager to do something for his brother that he offered to leave his men with Jacob to help with the work. Again, Jacob thanked him but said it wasn't necessary. He would be all right. Then, with many smiles and kisses and handshakes, the brothers left each other again. They parted in peace with everything forgiven. As Esau and his men rode away, I expect they kept turning around to wave goodbye. Jacob waved too, and so did Leah and Rachel, and how the children waved their little hands over and over again. It was such a happy farewell this time, so different from the other one 20 years before. I'm so happy they've forgiven each other and they made up. God bless you, boys and girls, for listening. See you again tomorrow. Same